everybody. Hello. Right, here we got. Let's have a look. So, hi. I've already said hello to Vicky and Nicole and Shannon and Beth. The blizzard doesn't sound like fun, I have to say. Hi to Deb and who else? Lorraine and anybody else who is lurking or anybody else I've missed. I think I've got everybody. Yeah, I think I have. So yeah, hi to everybody. How are you all doing? -12 sounds ridiculous. It's very cold. But then 40 degrees also sounds ridiculous. So somewhere in between would be nice. It's not too bad here. It's warmed up a little bit here. So we get lots of wet weather. But the sun's out today, sort of. So that's good. Got blue sky. It's a bit windy. Haven't been outside yet. Don't really want to go, to be honest with you. So yeah, so how are we all? How are we all doing? As you've probably seen, the new paper pad is out. Hurrah! So this went up really quickly actually, because I think I sent this off I published it on Friday, and it went live yesterday. So that was pretty decent. That was quite quick. So yeah, so this one's available, not Friday, Thursday I sent it off, that's right. So yeah, but over the weekend as well. I was quite impressed. So this is the new pad, everybody. Oh, let's do a quick thingy bob as well. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, before we go through this, let me just do a quick hi to Louise, hi to Carrie. Beth was it's cold in here, 23 degrees in the car. Wow. Oh yes, and a big thanks to Liz. I had a wonderful card from Liz. I hope you don't mind me showing your card, Liz, because it's beautiful. So Liz was one of the people who got a prize at Christmas. So she got the paper pack and she sent me a little thank you card, and it's beautiful. So if you don't mind, Liz, I will quickly show the front of your card because it is lovely. I thought it was so cute. I love the vellum on it. I'll wait for you to say it's okay before I show it. I don't want to show it if you don't want me to show it, but I liked it. So I'll show that in a minute. Hi, Anne. Hi, Carrie. Thank you. Yes, so this is the new one that's coming out. We'll have a quick look through in a minute. Yeah, so this is the card from Liz. So I just thought it was a really nice idea. So if anybody wants to have a go at this idea, it's a normal card, but you've got this vellum panel here. And then inside, let me just, inside when you open it up, obviously you've got that, but I just love the vellum. I thought the vellum was a really nice idea because you can kind of see the pattern through it. Just thought it's beautiful. So yeah, very nice. Thank you so much, Liz. And it's just crazy to see my papers, somebody else using stuff that I've made. Like I remember, putting this all, on the computer and doing it, and it's just nice to see it actually put into a card. So thank you for that, Liz. Made my day. Yes, it came yesterday. Made my day when that arrived. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. 8 degrees. Oh, Fahrenheit. What's that? Okay, that's not too, actually 8 degrees. 8 degrees? Fahrenheit? Gosh, that's quite cold. That is very cold. And 20 degrees at 1:30 a.m. Oh, that's not too bad. That's quite nice, actually, 20 degrees. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Well, we've got a new one to play with now, so there we go. So if you're not in the UK, if you're in the UK, this is available on Amazon now, so the link is in the description below. If you're not in the UK, it will take a few days, but it will be there soon. So as I said, it only literally went up yesterday. I was pleased at how quickly it had gone up because I was expecting it to be like a week or so. It's available as a digital kit over on Ko-fi. You will have seen the pictures of it on the post, but just so you can sort of see it in real life. My pad came with white edges on the side and the bottom, so hopefully yours doesn't, but Amazon can be a bit like that sometimes. So I'm just going to flick through while I'm talking to you. I was pleased with the way it turned out. I literally only had my proof last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, I think I literally had it. I think I had it on the Wednesday and I literally approved it on the Thursday. But I'm quite pleased with it. And again, I'm not a big fan of greens, but I think the greens with the bluebells, I was quite pleased with the way it turned out. And there's another check, but it's slightly lighter. And then you've got all the lovely bluebells. There you go. And then the same pattern again, but on the green. Just thought this was beautiful with the green back. You get 3 of each. There you go. There's the lighter check. As you can see my white lines from where they've printed it not quite right. But at the moment, that's all we have to work with. So it's either Amazon or nothing. So we're just going with what we're going to do. And then we've got the doily. Then we've got the bluebells, but on green. Good, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. Then we've got that kind of lace mesh kind of print on the purple. And then you've got those big flowers on the purple. And then at the back, you've got a little page of things you can cut out and a few greetings. And then there's another page, which is here, which I've actually mounted onto card because I've used 2 of these. And then you've got, there's a just for you, and I think it's happy birthday. It's the one we're using today. Yeah, I think it's happy birthday. So yeah, so there you go. That's the paper pad. So just when you get yours, if you do what I usually do anyway, just kind of get it, fold your front cover back all as far as you can. Take the first page, just fold that back, and then you can use a Stanley knife to run it through. If you put the front cover and back cover back and use a cutting board, you can then just cut through with a Stanley knife and a craft knife and a metal ruler. And then once you've got them, you would have to go through, take a few pages out, go through again, just keep doing it till you get through the depth of the pad. And then you can do the front page as well. And then I just put it in the guillotine and just trim it. And then just put it back in its cover so that it's all there. Obviously, ideally, it'd be nice to not have it in this format, but at the moment, this is what we got. So this is what we got. So there you go. Who else we got? Hi, Sally. Hi, Jules. Hi, Anne. Hi, everybody else I've missed. Louise, I think I've said hello to you. Yeah. So there you go. So that's what we're going to be using today for today's card. So, and I'm quite excited because the other 3 pads that I have made, I've managed to get up onto Amazon, and I've got proofs of those, so they're ready to go as well. So that's good. So one a month, hopefully, is what I'm heading for. I just need to make some more for the other months. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, and I try as well with them. I try to do some where the patterns are going, that are portrait but are going up, and I try and do some that are this way. So then, if you want it landscape, so for the and also some multi-directional ones, because non-directional papers are always useful. So yeah, try, and obviously the toppers and the things at the back. Hi, Ria. Right, okay, so the card we're doing today is kind of a bit off what we did last week, but as a landscape version. Now, there is another version of this landscape coming up on Friday. I've already filmed the video for the Friday one. So the Friday video is going to be very close to the portrait version, in that, well, you'll see. So this is not the one we're doing today. This is the one I've done a video for. It's coming up on Friday. So it's very similar, but you've got this kind of narrow bit here and then a wide bit here. Okay, so the video for this is coming up on Friday. However, I wanted to do like what I've called a chunky version. So you've got even sections either side. So I present, and it changes up other things as well. So the one we're actually doing today is this one. So if I put these side to side, you're probably like, hang on, what's the difference? So if you can see, this comes over further and this bit's chunkier. This bit's not as big, but these 2 panels are even. So we're going to have a go at this one. I have done a video for this as well. Okay, so you've got the 2 measurements. I was just trying to mix it up a bit and do different things. So yeah. Liz, more toppers would be good if you can add papers. Yeah, so the problem is I'm limited on the amount of pages I can have before I'd have to put the price up. So at the moment, I'm a max capacity for the size of pad, because then it suddenly changes the size of the cover and it's just a bit of a nightmare. So I'm at max capacity. So I'd have to either have less papers, like pattern papers, and then I could put more toppers in. I could maybe shrink the toppers down a bit, but I don't want to go too small. They're about the right size at the moment. So yes, it's difficult, and spacing's a bit difficult as well. Right, this card is 5x7. Yes, both of these are 5x7. So this is the one we're doing. So I'm using the papers. Now I went and used quite thick matte card. So my base card is relatively thick, but then my matte card is really thick. So don't do that when you do yours, because I struggled then to get it to tuck. But it does tuck. It opens up, and then that's your card. It just I like both of them. I think I probably prefer this one out of the two. The only thing I would say about the other style, this one, is that you then have more space. So if you wanted to make this as where you want to write, you've got more space as opposed to that. But oh, and also that's the other thing. So this one you've got a skinnier. You see how this is kind of chunkier, and this has got 2 steps, whereas this one's got 3. So they are different. But yeah, there's a video. The pink one, the pink air balloon, is coming soon. So yeah. So yeah, so this is a card balloon today. So as I said, this is a bit of a. See how I'm struggling to kind of get it to tuck, and that is literally because I've used too thick a card. I'm hoping that the actual cards I'm using today for we're doing in the live and are not going to be a problem, because I don't think this is probably about the same weight as the green, but my mat is just like a white, and I think it's a lot thinner, so hopefully you won't have a problem with it. So that is the card we're doing today. So let's get into it, I guess. Let's put that to one side. I'll put that over here like this. Hopefully it won't make too much shadow on the desk. Let me grab my thingy-bob. But no, I haven't done any of my usual things that I normally do about it's a live stream, it's going to be chatty. If you don't like it, blah, 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 all the usual. You should know the drill by now. If you're new to my channel, then basically come and join us. If you don't like live streams, I don't really like watching replays of live streams. So come and join us when we're actually live. It's more fun. There is a tutorial for this coming soon, so you can always tune into that, or you can just skip through the chatty bits you don't like. I don't do a lot of chatting, but yeah. Right, okay. Reminds me of your birthday present card, your portrait. Yes. Well, you know what I did actually do? I don't know if you guys remember. I did. So this card, but without this section. And I think it was like I think this went over further. I did a card like this a while ago. But yeah, so it's kind of like that, but kind of a melding of different cards, really. Hi, Bobby. Oh, good. You've had it through. I'm glad you've had it through. That's good. That's good. Right. Okay. So you're going to need one piece of base card that's 5 by 11.5, and you're going to score it at 7 inches and at 10 inches. So that's that one done. So I'll put that to one side. Then you need a piece of base card that is 5 inches by 10 inches. And this one you're going to score at 3 inches. So that's that one done. Nice and easy. Then you need a piece of base card that is 3.5 by 10. And on this one, you're going to score it at 2.5, at 5, and at 7.5. Okay, so that's that one done. Nice and easy. And then last but not least, you need a little piece that is 2 inches by 5 3/4. And this one, you're going to score it at 1.25, at 4, and at 5 1/4. Okay, and that is all of your scoring done. Quite an easy card. I think it's quite an easy card, personally. Right, so starting with the first one that we did, you need to fold. So your first score line, which was at 7, needs to just be well, if this is going to be the inside of your card, because the way I've scored it, let me turn it over. You need to be a valley fold. And then this bit is going to fold back on itself and be a mountain. Like that. So you've got your kind of Z fold. So that's that one. So that can go to one side. Your next piece, you're just literally going to fold it. And again, that's a valley fold. Like that. Then your next piece, which is this one, these are all mountain folds. It's a super easy card. We'll literally be done in not very long, I don't think. It's not going to be a long live stream unless something goes horribly wrong. So let's just give that a burnish like that. So that's what you get for that little house. And then this one also is all mountain folds. Nice and easy. And if you've made the portrait one, this will be an absolute doddle for you. It'll be so easy. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right, so let's go back to these ones. So we're going to do the same as we did with the portrait one. This is going to go on top of there like that. Now, the reason why I didn't do this as one big piece is because this ends up measuring over 12 inches wide. So if you've got long pieces of card that you can do it, then you can do it in one piece. But obviously, because it's so much, you could do it so it doesn't overlap. So you've just got tabs onto a 5x7. But I don't really, I don't want to have to then cover up a tab. So I thought, let's just do it so it overlaps, and it means then you can use thinner card base and just strengthen it with your mats and stuff. Just makes it a bit more versatile. And it also makes this back section really sturdy as well. So then we're going to overlay this. Just make sure that when you close this, you can actually do that. Give it a good stick down. I'm just going to have to make sure that's properly stuck. Oh, if Lesser Benson is watching, I'm still waiting for your address and email and phone, because I can't send your parcel till I have an address, email and phone. So if you're watching this back, Lesser, or if you come join us, please let me know if you're lurking, because I want to be able to send it off to you, but I can't at the moment because I don't have that information. Right, so that is your basis of your card blank. So then you are going to need 2 pieces of mat that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Now, because I'm using white mat, I'm not then going to use a white on top, obviously. So I'm literally, my mat is also going to be my white piece. But if this is your mat, you do a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 times 2. Then you need 1 pattern piece that's 4.5 by 6.5, and 1 white piece that's 4.5 by 6.5. This one is going to go in the middle there, and this one is going to go on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. What is everyone's weather doing? Valerie, what's your weather doing? Because you're over in Dublin, aren't you? So I'm hoping you've got similar weather to us in that it's nice and sunny. It really is. It's windy. I think it's a bit chilly, but it is at least sunny, kind of. It's bright anyway. It's not raining and grey and horrible, which is always a plus. So that is going to go on there like that. And then we're going to turn this over. Now I'm just thinking, did I mean to? Oh, actually, I did mean to do it this way around. Bear with. Let me just take this off a second and turn it around. I meant to do it this way around. Like that. I meant to do it that way around because I wanted this in the bottom right corner. Okay. Put that down. Cold and a bit grey. Oh, I'll try and send you some sunshine. Yeah, we had a real grey day yesterday. Lots of rain, grey, drizzly, horrible. But yeah. It's icy and -4. No sun today. Oh dear. But you've got beautiful views. I mean, hopefully you'll get some sun. Hopefully you'll get some sun. -4 is quite chilly though, I have to say. Not as bad as -12. The one had -12. That was ridiculous. Okay. So there we go. So then you need 4 pieces of, I'll have to turn these around. 4 pieces. That one's there, is it? Oh, let me get this. I actually cut, because that's a good thing with the A4 page. You can actually get all pieces out of your A4, which then means, yeah, that goes like that, which then means that you can kind of continue the pattern on, which I like. So in total, you need 4 pieces. That goes on the front, that goes on the left. Okay, cool. 4 pieces that are 4 pieces of mat, the 2 3/4 by 4 3/4, and 4 pieces of pattern that are 2.5 by 4.5. So they're going to go on there and then also on the fronts. -20. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Some wind and high humidity. Yes, it's weird, isn't it? Something -26. Oh my goodness. I can't even, yeah, that's too cold. That is too cold. That's just taking the mick, is what that is. That is too much. I remember one year we had it minus into the double digits anyway, and it was too much. That was quite a few years ago now, but it was just bitterly, absolutely bitterly cold. I can't even imagine a wind chill of minus 26. That's just... and you're having dreadful weather, flooding. Oh gosh, up north and high winds. Oh dear. I'll myself out soon. It's any problem with winter. Really do get some horrible weather. Right, so that's that. And then I'm going to put this one is going on the left here. I actually wrote on the back of my pieces where I wanted them to be, just so I wouldn't get in a muddle. Louise, we're bracing for a big snowstorm this weekend. Early models are showing 8 to 14 inches. Oh, my goodness, that's a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. See, again, we tend not to get that kind of amount. I think Scotland maybe might, but we don't, not in England. Or we haven't for many years, if we have. But yeah, that's not, gosh, that sounds terrible. So I guess you guys just have to stay home. Do you have snow plows? Are they quite good at clearing, or is it just too much and everyone just stays home? Because here, if you get a few centimeters, the whole world just, everything just stops. Hi, Sweet Pea. You never got the reminder. Oh dear. Have you got your notifications turned on to all? But I have to say, YouTube has been a bit rubbish recently, because there are channels that I'm subscribed to and I've got all switched on and I haven't had notifications. So it might be just for YouTube. You think your summer's finished? Yeah, it sounds like it, if that's what you're getting. Bobby, you need snow here badly. Is it warm where you are? I'm trying to keep up with where everybody's at. Oh gosh, Shannon, you might get it as well. I hope not. Hi, Janice. Oh, hi, Janice. Good to see you. Hi, Trudy. Okay, so that's what you've ended up with. So that's what we're up to so far. So then you need a pattern piece. Well, a mat piece, first of all, that's 1 1/4 by 4 3/4, and a pattern that's 1 by 4 1/2. And that's going to go on that little bit there. Very cold snow last 3 days. Oh, wow. Yeah, I have to say I'm quite glad our snow is gone. I usually like snow, but it's just if you've got to get somewhere, and also with the 2 falls I've had, I can't be affording to, I'm still recovering from those. I don't need any more. So I like snow to look at, but I don't want to be traveling in it. So it's fine. It can happen, like, if the roads were clear, it wouldn't matter so much, but because they're not, and we don't even often get the roads don't always get salted either, so that doesn't help. Right, so there you go. It's freezing here. They cancelled school. Oh, I bet everyone's happy. You normally go to school. Sweet Pea, you usually getting very cold and snow last 3 days. Okay, Bobby, you don't have much snow built up in the mountains, which make it hard to water this summer. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys need it then. Hopefully you'll get some. We'll try and send you that snowstorm. Maybe we'll try and send you that instead. Right, so that's what we've got so far. So then if you bring this piece in, so this is similar to the one for the portrait. So you're going to need in total 2 pieces of mat that are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 pieces of pattern that are 2 by 3. And these are going to go on the middle, just there. So you can leave these 2 outside open. Thank you, Janice. This is a new paper pad that's just gone up on Amazon for the UK. It will be up on Amazon.com and other places soon, in the next few days. It might already be up, I'm not sure, but it will be up soon if it's not already. And it's also available as a digital kit in my Ko-fi shop. I've put all the links down in the description. So, yeah, it's available over there. I've literally just looked. It's literally went up yesterday. I was pleased at how quickly it went. They published it, because as we know in the past, we've had some nightmares with Amazon. So I was ready for a fight. I was like, I'm ready for you to tell me you're refusing it. But thankfully they didn't. So that's good. It might be because as well I haven't had any paper pads up for a while. So maybe they've gone, oh, go on then, we'll let her. Right, this is definitely feeling not as thick and chunky as the other one. So hopefully we're not going to have any problems with this. Then what we want to do is go ahead and put some glue, or you can put red tape on this side and this side. It's called Bluebell Woods. Okay, I thought we'd get something nice and kind of florally and kind of, happy making, especially over here in the UK with this grey, dreary weather. I thought we'd go for something a bit springy to kind of give us some hope of the fact spring could be coming. Right, you want to put glue or red tape on these two panels, and then you're going to fold it in half along there. If you want to do one side and then do the other side, you can. I just find it better to do both at the same time. And then this is going to go in here, and you just want to make sure that it's central top and bottom, and it goes right in that crease. And then you can stick the whole thing down. Now, because I'm using wet glue, I am going to have to press and hold it for a bit, because I need it to be properly stuck. Otherwise, it will cause problems later. This is the paper pad. While we're waiting for that to dry, this is the pad. If you go over to, if you want to have a look through the different pages, you can go over to my Ko-fi shop, and on there I've got like split squares of all the pages and also the ephemera. On the digital paper on Ko-fi, the ephemera and the greetings have all got like a watermark on them. That's just literally for copyright, but when you download it, it won't have that on there. Okay, it's just so you know. So this is the sentiments and the little ephemera bits you can cut out, and then you've just got all these different papers, and obviously the double-sided, so you've got colour on one side and pattern on the other. So with the paper pad, you get the colour on one side, pattern on the other. So yeah, so that is the pad. I was quite pleased with the way this turned out. So that is that. I'm really excited about one of the pads that's coming up, because it's not the sort of pad I would normally do, but I was really pleased with the way it turned out. So that will be coming soon. Hi Marianne, don't worry. Okay, so let's put that to one side and bring this one back in. So this piece needs to be, if you've got like an anyway up directional paper, then it doesn't really matter. But if you've got a direction, you need your little 1/2 inch tab to be on the right, and then your bigger one to be sort of nearer the left. So we're going to need to put one piece of pattern paper. So the mat is 1 3/4 by 2 1/2, and the pattern is 1 1/2 by 2 1/4. So that's going to go there. And then you need a little tiny bit of mat. So that's 1 inch by 1 3/4, and the pattern is 3/4 by 1 1/2, and that's going to go there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Janice, when print papers, they never look that good. No, I have to say, because I started just with digital kits, and then I just got very annoyed because my printer, I bought a laser printer especially so I could print, papers off. And it does print well, but sometimes it does lines and things. If you use an inkjet, it's a bit haphazard. So that's why I really wanted to start doing paper pads. And the paper pads I've got so far, they're not ideal in that they don't, the way they come out, you have to cut them out. You can't just tear them out. That's not ideal, but it's just as far as I've got at the moment, because it's just literally me, and I don't earn a lot through this, as much as I would like to be doing. And so I don't have the funds to then be able to put an order in, minimum order of 10,000 pads, do you know what I mean, with some supplier somewhere. I don't have that kind of capacity. So I'm having to do it through Amazon. So we have what we have, but it kind of works. It'll do for now. It's a starting block. It's certainly better than nothing, that's for sure. And it's workable. What I'm happy about, when I first started doing it through Amazon, what I was happy about was the fact that the papers, although they're thinner than I would like them to be, they're not so thin that Yoo-hoo glue goes through them. And for me, that is the telltale. Because if you have a pattern paper that's too thin, like origami papers, for example, they're too thin. If I try and use this, the glue comes through the paper. So they don't do that. So it's fine. Right, so once you've done that, You want to open this up. Now, if you're sticking with glue, make sure this is fully dry. Otherwise, when you go to put this on, this piece slips underneath. So, yeah. You'd rather buy the paper pads than print them. Yes, I would too. I would too. I'm in that same boat. So now we're going to glue, or you can red tape. I'm in two minds to red tape this time. I'm going to red tape this one this time, just because I had a bit of a problem when I made my sample. And I need it to kind of be stuck straight away. I don't really want to be holding it. So I'm actually going to red tape this one. Hopefully this is the right decision. So you want to put red tape on these two tabs, the big fat one and then the little skinny one on the other side. It just means that if you're red taping, you haven't got that luxury of wiggle room. You're literally going to have to stick it straight away. But I'm going to go red tape, also because I haven't actually used red tape yet for this card. I always use wet glue. So we're going to go red. There we go. Okay, let me grab my pin. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So then we're going to take off the backing, and I'm going to take off all the backing, which is very dangerous, but we're going to live dangerously today. So let's take that off there. And we take this off here. Okay, and then bring your card back in. Now this time you're going to fold it, so between the two pattern pieces, that score line there, you're going to fold that in half like that. And then this bit just needs to line up with this bit here, and you need to make sure it doesn't scooch underneath the one you've already done, and you also need to make sure that it's central. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down like that. Hi Ali. Don't worry, thank you very much. So yeah, so you get that, so I don't have to wait now, which is good, and that's stuck down immediately. And so then this, yeah, that folds much nicer, so it's not as thick. You just don't go too thick with your mats and layers and your base, and then you won't have a problem with it tucking. And it kind of holds itself shut, which is nice. So there you go. So that is the card so far. If you want to, you could put pattern paper in here if it bothers you that you can see the base. I'm not really that bothered, doesn't really matter. Yeah, Carrie, that is the thing with digital prints. You can print them over and over again. And if you need more sentiments, you can reprint them. So that is there's positives and negatives for both, I have to say. Right, this is going to go on here. And I think this time I'm tempted to add some of the flowers as well, maybe on here. You really could go with it. It's quite busy already, but then this also is kind of plain, so I don't know. But let's go and ahead and add the happy birthday. Could add it on here. You could add the happy birthday on here, but I think I prefer it there because then it fits better. So I'm going to add it onto there, and I am going to glue it this time. I did do pads for that just for you, but should I do pads? No, actually, maybe we'll do pads. Let's do foam pads. I think that would be the best option. Okay. So let's go ahead, think about there. And there. And then where else? About here. And here. And then we'll do one in the middle here. And I'll do one just on that side. Don't really need that one, but why not? Why not? Let's just whack that on. Okay. So let's take these bits of backing off. Ooh. Well, this one doesn't want to stick. Come on, mister. Why don't you want to stick? There we go. Just scooch those bits of backing out of the way. There we go. And then Let's get this nice and central and straight. Hopefully my head won't get in the way. About there. Oh gosh, don't drop it. About there, I think. Yeah, about there. Okay. Right, now the question is, do we need to add some flowers on the inside? So we've got that. We open it up. Do we need anything on here? What do we think? Because we do have these bits. Not sure. What do we reckon? Suggestions. Do we want to add flowers, or do we think it's fine as it is? I feel like this is a bit bare, but it also there is a big flower there as well. So I don't know. I don't know. What do we reckon? Because you could do like a little bundle of maybe 3 of these little flowers, maybe. Okay, Liz, yes, add a flower. Ali, it's beautiful as it is. Okay, that's 1-1. 1-1. Any advance on 1-1? Add a bluebell. I think a sentiment on the smaller. Yeah, I didn't know whether 2 sentiments might be too much. Could do a bluebell. I was wondering about maybe doing a bluebell. Coming out from here, and then maybe one coming down from there. The only thing is bluebells hang down, don't they? A bluebell on the lattice piece next to the happy birthday here. Okay, add a flower on there. Okay, Julie says some small flowers would be nice. A bluebell. We've got a couple of bluebells. Okay. Now bluebells sort of go off as well, don't they? So I suppose we could have like a bluebell coming up here, another one there, maybe a little one dropping down, potentially. I should have mirror imaged these, shouldn't I? Leave it, don't cover the pretty papers, less is more. Then you can see the flower on both the outside and the inside. I like the small, just for you on the small box. Okay. Oh, we've got a real array of different opinions here, so this is kind of interesting. See, I should have done some mirror image ones. I didn't think about that. I should have done some mirror image bluebells, because then we could have had some coming out from here. Oh, I don't know what to do. You like the small just for you. I'm with Valerie, which is, what did Valerie say? So look, oh, I like the small just for you. Okay, oops, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so 3 people. No, 1, 2, yeah, 3 people reckon the small just for you on the small box. That one there. I just think it's too much. I like just 1 sentiment, because I was, see this one here, I ended up doing 2 just because I had nothing on the outside when it was closed, because the thank you was on that small box. So it needed, and also because then when you open it, you've only got the 1 sentiment. So that's why I did 2 on that one. But on this one, because I put it here, I feel like you don't want any more. Now, the only other option I've got is I've just had some dies come through. The smaller box with the flowers would clash with the medium box. Hi, April. So the other thing I thought is I've got this die. It says mother on it, and it's kind of a bluebelly thing. And I didn't know whether, like that maybe. And I've also got another die which has got flowers on it. which I didn't know whether maybe that might be useful. So you could have it like that, mother. In fact, you could even have it coming out from that. Happy birthday, mother, and then you could make that, and then that way it would come out. Actually, it should probably be on. Oh, hang on. Let me see if it's going to close though. It's going to come over too far, isn't it? Let me just put this down a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, if we did it. Oh, it's not going to be. It's going to be too. Oh, unless you just use the flower itself. You could just use the flower and have that coming out and not have the mother. I've also got, these are new dies that are coming out. We're getting an early peek. These are my new In Love Art Shop dies that have just literally just come in yesterday. Yeah, yesterday afternoon they came in. I've got this set and I've got these little flowers. I could make some little flowers up and put it on there maybe, because I've got a little leaf thing. Or even on here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe butterfly. Yeah, butterflies always help, aren't they? How about a small flower on the small box? This is the problem. You get so far and then you get stuck as to what to do. Because that's going to be too big. And that's not going to work either because it's too big. Okay. All right. It was worth an idea. Butterfly is a possible option. Yep. I like the butterfly option. The problem is my brain. I didn't have as much sleep last night as I was planning on having. So my brain cells are like, nope, sorry, absolutely not helping you. I do quite like the idea of using this. I was going to use, I thought about it too late though, die cutting a thing and layering it up and then stamping a greeting and using that for my sentiment. But, oh, a dragonfly, yes. Yeah, I quite like the dragonfly. Dragonfly's a bit less right. Let me have a look and see what I've got fits. Colour-wise and everything-wise. Have I got any pre-done that I could use? Because that would be the best. Let's see what we've got. Let me see what we've got. We've got flowers here. No pre-done butterflies in there. Are they butterflies? No, they're foliage. Okay. What else have we got? I'm sure I had some butterflies cut out ready to go. But I'm not sure where they are, if I did. For me, the beautiful does the talking. Yeah, it does for me. I just feel like it needs something. Like something. Not sure what, but something. The problem with this is they're a bit chunky. But let me just see if any of these are any good. These are a bit chunky, that's the thing. They're not going to fold flat because they've actually got magnets on them, these have. So they're great, but then you can't use them on cards that need to fold down. I could die cut one, I suppose. I suppose I could die cut one. Oh, have I got? Oh no, you know what I've got? Hang on a second. Hold on a second. Right, which box they're going to be in? This one, I think. Just hold your horses. I think I might have found the marker. Oh gosh, everything's falling over. Oof. Right, bear with a second. You'd be the same way. Yes, exactly, Liz. Exactly, Liz and Louise. You are on the same wavelength. I have got some. I've got loads of flower ones, but I have got. I'm pretty sure I've got a butterfly thicker, which I could use. So I could stick it onto acetate or vellum. Vellum might be quite nice actually. And do it that way. Right, let me have a quick flick through this box. It's on my lap. Let's see, where were they? I had some. Oh, there we go. those ones. Yes. And then that's flowers. I don't think I want that one. I think I would want the butterfly one, but yeah. Okay, so that's that. Let me put these ones back. The journal say, I think I'm going to save the day. Once again. Gotta love a journal say sticker. It's so mad I went from really not liking stickers to now they're saving the day. But yeah, I think this one might be the one. Because there's some bluey purpley ones in here. Yeah, you guys are on the same page. Here we go, right. So these, I think, would probably work. They've got a little bit of something, and I could maybe even put one on the front just to tie it in. So that's kind of like blueies, a bit bluey green. That's a bit too bluey green. That's the wrong colour. That's quite nice. That kind of goes with this. That works with that one. What else have we got? This one as well. This is the one I was thinking. That's not bad. It's a little bit off colour-wise. I think the purple. I need more of a purpley one, I think. Oh, there's a purpley one. That's not bad. I like those two at the moment. They're my favourites so far. That's the same as that one. I think these are all duplicates now. Yeah. So I would say, because that's a bit tealy, I would say your options are really those two and possibly that one, I think. They do, don't they? There's some really beautiful ones. So if I did this one here, that would work. I think I quite like that one there with its wings sticking out. And then I could always put this one on here, like that, or like that, or something. So then you've kind of got one on the front, and then you've got or even on this side, or even behind here. Oh, I quite like it behind there, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. Let me move these out of the way. And I'm going to put them onto acetate, cut round them, and then stick them down. I think, because I've also got bits sticking out, and it makes them a bit more sturdy as well if I do that. Oh dear. Oh gosh. I'm just kicking everything over. Right. Okay, let me grab my bits of acetate. I've got little off-cutty bits in here. That one will do. Well, I best get them both on there. Might be able to. Might be able to. If not, the little one can go on that one. Okay. Right. What does that multicolour one look like on the paper? It's just a bit, I'm not sure. I think I like these two. Yeah, I think I like these two. So let's go ahead and stick this onto some acetate and then just cut around it. Let me use the pin, it's a bit easier. Some of them come off really easily, some of them not quite so much. There we go. Nope, I dropped it. Just got the edge and then I just dropped it back on again. It's funny, some of them just come up really easy and others they don't. Plus that I can't really see where the edge is. Oh, it's there. Is that it? Yeah, got it. I got it. Is this bit, this isn't going to be big enough for the antennae. Okay, let me find a bigger bit of acetate. And I'll stick her in one hand, butterfly in the other. I didn't really want to use that one, but I will. Just because I don't want to faff around too much. There we go. There we go, that's that one. Okay. And then I'm going to stick the little one on this one here. I could use this acetate as well, but I think I'm just going to stick it straight onto here, and then I will cut it out. So let's just get this one off its backing. There we go. Stick that down. There we go. Right, let's do a bit of fussy cutting. You struggle with getting the backing off some stickers. Yeah, some of them are a bit like that. Okay, doke, Ria. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, some of them are a bit like that. They really do vary. And then we're going to cut. Now, I'm actually not following the sticker edge. I'm actually following the pattern, the picture itself. So it'll have less of a border on it, which is fine. And then the antennae, let's come down here like that. And then, now because this is quite stable acetate, it's quite thick acetate, it means I can go right down to the antennae and actually cut the antennae out themselves. Normally I'd probably just float over the top, but I can actually do it with this one because it's going to be stable enough. Okay. It also could look quite nice on vellum, probably, like a frosted edge to them. Okay. There we go, there's one. And then let's do this one. I'm just going to cut roughly around it just so I haven't got a big, massive, great sheet of acetate. There we go. And then we can cut around it. There we go. You know me, I have to concentrate when I'm doing this. I love it when you can get different products that aren't meant to go together and they actually go together. That's awesome when that happens. Just make sure when you're sticking your stickers down onto acetate that you don't get any bubbles. If you do get bubbles, I've just noticed on this wing here, it's not the end of the world. You can just prick them with a pin, being careful, and then just push the air out, and you never know, especially if it's like quite, you know, like this one's patterned. So that's what I'm going to do for that wing in a minute. Okay, there we go. Let's just get rid of all my bits and bobs. Okie doke. Bobby, you need more practice fussy cut. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, I have to say. I'm really not. But I'm going to do the best I can. To be honest, things like acetate are quite forgiving. I'm just going to pop a pin into there, just a little pin, just make a little hole, and then just give it a squeeze. Oh, I was on this one as well. Give it a squeeze, and then all the air comes out, and you don't notice. You don't notice it. Right, so this one's going to go on here. I'm going to use a bit of, red tape, I think, to stick it down with. So we probably need about like that, and a little bit on the top there. And you shouldn't be able to see this because you've got pattern on there. I'm just going to turn it around so I kind of can see where I'm sticking it. As long as you don't go over to where the clear bits are, then you should be fine. Okay, I need to just trim a little bit off this one. There we go. Just to make it fit. There we go. Right, let's go ahead and stick that down. Let's That's one bit. And that's the other bit. Okay, and then this one is going to go behind here. So I just need to put a little bit on the tip of its wing. Well, not the tip, on the base of its, whatever it's called. I'm going to use a thinner red tape for this. So I don't need very much. Let's just put a tiny bit just on that bottom section there. Is this going to be, in fact, let me just go a little bit thinner. You really do need a fraction. I just noticed I've got red tape stuck to my finger, which is always good. Okay. Bit there. And a bit there. There we go. Take the backing off. Oh, red tape backing is so annoying. It just sticks to you. It's like static. No, get off. I shall have bits of red tape all over the floor. But anyway, whatever. Whatever. Right, so then this I'm going to put in here. Let's just shut it actually. And then I can see where we need to do it. So I think about there. Yeah. Yep. That will do. That will do. Now everything in me wants to put one down here as well, just to balance. I could do one here actually. I might do one there. Let me just grab my butterflies again. I think it would have to be the same again, this one. If we did do it. Oh, sorry if my head got in there so all of a sudden. Oh, my head did get in. Sorry about that. Right, so we could do... I feel like it needs something there. Or... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we need to leave it at that. I feel like it needs something just here. Maybe some little gems there where those little dots are. Bear with. I'm going overboard now, people. We're going overboard. What colour are they? They're like that dark purple colour. Yeah, these. Yep. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hopefully I'm not going to regret it, but I'm going to do it. Add a jewel. I think so. I think so. I just think here, you know, like in the middle of this stamen here, because there's little dots. And I feel like if we just put in these, it's going to be just a little bit of something. Where's my thingy bob? There it is. My jewel picker-upper. Crucial for this kind of thing. Right. Let's empty a few in. How many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's good. A nice uneven number. We like uneven numbers. Okay, let's do some dobbing. Oh, lost my squeeze with this. Since I fell down the stairs before Christmas, this thumb here is a bit more swollen than this thumb here, and it really hurts. So things like pressing glue is a bit difficult. Dob, dob, dobbity dobs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's another one there. 7. There we go. Right. Here we go. One there. One there. One there. Concentration. There we go. That's what we need. Yep. That does it. That does it. That does it. So there you go. Oh, hello. Got a little gem there. It hasn't got a home. Go back. There we go. We are done. Hurrah. Put my glue away. Yeah, I'm pleased with how that turned out. I feel like I'm probably going to end up adding something on that other card as well, the sample card. Because again, it just needs something. So we'll probably end up adding something on that as well. But there we go. That's the finished card. Let's be careful I don't jog these. Open it up. And there you have another little butterfly. Yeah, it just needed something. And that's just enough, I think. So there you go. So that's what the card we just made. And then that's the other one. So, and breathe. I was going to say use some gems or a bow. I think I overdo my cards. I'm not a simple person. Well, I go through phases of overdoing it and then doing too simple. So it just depends. If my brain really can't cope, then I end up messing it up if I'm not careful. So I just have to be a bit, Sometimes I'll leave it and it's not enough, and I'll come back to it another day and look at it and go, actually no, sometimes when you come back and look at it, it just gives you a bit of clarity. You can actually go, yeah, actually, I know what I need to do here, rather than going for it then and there and messing it up. So, yeah. So there you go. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to go and check out the paper pad, obviously. Available on Amazon. I'd be interested as well, for those of you not in the UK, is it available for you on your Amazon yet or not? I presume it might not be. It probably will be towards the end of the week, because it only went live for me in the UK yesterday. So yeah, if you're in the UK, then you should be able to get it. Everybody else, then yeah. And obviously the digital kit is available now. So yeah, and don't forget to check out Journal Say as well. I wasn't going to use them, but it's cool. If you use my code ICEDImages, you'll get yourself 8% off your order. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, everybody. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And those of you who got snow, hopefully you don't get too much. Those of you who got heat, hopefully it cools down. It'd be nice if we could just balance it out, isn't it, across the world. But yeah, I will see you all again next week. And as I said, the video for this particular card will be coming up at some point. The video for this hot air balloon one is coming up on Friday. So this will probably go up next week now. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everybody.